T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ignition and liftoff of...
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Christian.
And we are Tumbleweed RV Life.
Welcome back. How are you? Good. Good morning, everyone.
Check my hair.
Oh, geez. Oh, yes. We kind of got up a little. Yeah, we got up a little later today. I don't know. It's like Mama looked like, oh, I could use another hour of sleep.
Good.
Yeah. Well, good morning, everyone. Well, good morning, Howlin' Wheels Adventure. You made it.
You made it.
We saw your
Good
comments on
morning.
our video. Thank you
Yes.
for watching our videos and for being here this morning. We always appreciate.
Is
the more
it
the
very
merrier.
early there or is it very late?
Yes.
I can't remember.
And Kaluna Trip. Hey, our friends from Adele's Ranch in Baja Norte. Hope you guys are doing well in Poland. I quickly checked your Instagram. I think you guys got stuck in the mud or something. But, I looked this morning and, we're following like 472 channels. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's a full-time thing to be even just seeing what all the videos that everybody puts out. Like it is hard. And so that's why we understand, it's like you can't see every video, but we try and see the latest ones, at least to know where everybody is.
Yeah, especially if we get a notification, it's like, 5 minutes. Yeah, I got 5 minutes right now.
Do it.
Yeah. And good morning, Tasha.
Oh.
I hope you're doing well this morning.
I look like heck.
And there'll be a link in the chat a little bit later on Cabo Parking. Cabo Parking is my daughter, Tasha, and she has her own YouTube channel all about animals, with horses and dogs. And Tasha is a professional groomer. So very interesting channel. John, I think we have a new guest. We have a new VIP.
Ooh.
John, I don't know, Rafer Snyder. I don't know if I've got that right.
Oh, I don't think that's right. But
let me know. But I believe that you are a new friend. So
I think so. I haven't seen that name before.
No, I don't think so. So John, tell us a little bit where you're from and what's the weather like today? Like, what are you up to today?
What's the weather like everywhere?
Yeah.
Like Howlin' Wheels.
Yeah.
I want to know what the weather is like there.
Let us, for everybody kind of in the chat, let us know where you are and what's the weather like today and what's the plan for the weekend.
I'm right. It's Petra, right?
Which one? Howling? Okay, I'm already trying to find John here.
Okay, find John.
Okay.
Do that first.
Okay, well, Howling. Let's say Howling. I'm close to the H's. So, let's see. Sorry, guys. It's like
Right there. Ireland, Petra. I was right. See, the mind isn't always. The mind doesn't always work, but I remember Petra because that was my favorite band when I was a kid.
See, and that one too. I have two records for Howling Wheels. So we met initially on the live. I think we met here on the live stream, but also, anyways, I had seen you before. So there's two records, also 2 lines of information for Petra.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Madison.
It's cold and rainy. What is with that? It's been raining in that area like for days.
Yeah, I have to. We're just kind of getting set up here this morning, but I will share screen 2 right now. And this is where you can see John is not here, so
we're going to add him.
We're going to add John, so that is 306. So John, sorry, you go ahead and keep talking while I kind of
while you're still talking. So I don't like talking over him because then you can't understand. I've watched our videos, I've rewatched them, and sometimes he's talking and then I start talking and it's 3 p.m. there in Ireland. Oh, okay. So 8, okay. Okay, that's good to know. So how are the kids and the puppies? And how's your backyard garden doing? If you've made any videos, I'm sorry. I don't get always the notifications, and that really upsets me because when they come on the live, it's like I don't know what's new in their world. You know, I don't know why that is.
Okay, so
you don't get all the notifications either.
So no, I've noticed that even on my other channel where I watch news and science kind of updates, channel I watch every morning. You'd think, you know, I watch it 7 days a week, and even when they have 2 videos a day, I watch all their videos just because it's kind of science and I like staying up to date. And I'm not getting their notifications either. I just know that they put out their videos about 5 in the morning, and when I wake up, there should be a video there. But definitely stuff going on. I know that channel, that science channel, is a little controversial when it comes to climate change. They get the, you know, the banner from the IPCC, you know, saying that this is what the IPCC thinks, the official line on climate change. And so since they're a little more in depth in terms of their analysis to climate change, and it doesn't go exactly with the mainstream, I think they're getting shadow banned, basically. So I've seen it firsthand. So I mean, you hear it all the time. But anyways, that is YouTube. That is not what's happening with this channel. So let's keep going. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
So good morning, Victor. So everybody's up this morning. So who's watching on the TV? So yeah. So John, we put you on the VIP list. That is awesome. Welcome, welcome. We go live every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time.
It is early.
It is early.
Especially for a Saturday and when you've gone out the night before.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
We actually had some dinner with awesome friends. We met Cynthia. I met Cynthia these 2 years ago at a skull painting class, crafting class, where you take a cow's skull and it's usually with really nice horns, and you can decorate it. Well, Cynthia did an amazing job on her skull. It is so beautiful. I wanted to do that to the next one, but I just didn't have enough time. But she resined it, and I don't have a picture, otherwise I'd show you because it is so beautiful. Anyway, so I went with them last night to a restaurant in town. Met her significant other, Diablo. His real name is Sean, but everybody calls him Diablo. And it's quite an interesting story because his house used to be a church. And I love this story. His house used to be a church, and so it's kind of funny that his nickname is Diablo, which means, well, you know. Anyway.
Back at the lab.
So, what are you doing?
They can still see you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's kind of funny that his nickname is Diablo. But anyway, so they used to have nuns walk by the old church, and they'd be doing the rosary in front of his church house. and doing the rosary and praying, and it was and also now Cynthia had a mural made on the front wall. It says Casa Diablo, which is you know, and then you got little skulls. It's really beautiful mural. I have a picture, but I don't think Papa put it up yet. But anyways, the picture is really beautiful, but it must drive the nuns crazy. Which is, you know, I think it's funny, but the house is amazing. They have done an amazing job to the old church. It is so beautiful. I guess there was only 2 doors, which makes sense because the people would pile into the one door, get their communion, and then come out the other door, right? So that's how they did that. And they had to make another door on the other side just to make it more of a house, right? But it only had dirt floors. They did everything. They redid everything. It is so beautiful. It's amazing. But anyway, so that's what we did last night. And can I tell the good news?
Yeah, go ahead. That's awesome. Good news is always good.
Good news. We also met a friend of Cynthia's. It's actually her ex-husband, which they're all great friends, which is awesome. He has a cat, and he is willing to take Oreo in.
Yay!
Can you do the little yay, everybody?
Oreo has a home.
Oreo has a home.
Yeah.
So I hope it works out. We're going to get the cat carrier from him. He has a cat carrier. I'm going to bring Oreo in the cat carrier with everything. We're probably going to end up having to Uber there. But yeah, so we've got everything.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a rigmarole. You know, when he said, come and get the cat cage and bring the cat to me, don't think he realized at the time that we don't have wheels. Like, you know, this is going to be,
it'll be,
you know, take the bus, go get the cage, take a bus, come back with the cage, load everything up, then call an Uber, and then go back to his place.
I'm sure I'm just going to say this, but I'm sure that we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure Cynthia would give us a hand with that because.
Yeah, but she's going to pick up the supplies anyway.
She's going to pick up the supplies anyway, and she's dropping off a beach scene that I made at her house. So it'll all work out.
Awesome. So
good morning, Millie and James.
Good morning, guys.
I don't know if it's both you, but
yeah.
Good morning.
So we'll just say Millie and James, Millie and or James. So I hope you guys had a wonderful week and are planning a wonderful weekend, and that the weather is wonderful where you guys are, and that everybody, you know, and that goes for everybody. Hopefully everybody's healthy and staying that way. So good morning, good morning. So, you know, as if you've been here in the last few weeks, you know, we've been kind of putting a new format out. Was it this one? I got to figure out which screen here. Oh, this all works again. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Oh my God.
Yike.
Oh, hang on.
It was a good night.
There we go. Oh, it was fun. It was fun.
It was so much fun. Cynthia is the one that introduced me to lemon drop martinis.
Okay, they smelled delicious.
They were delicious.
Yeah. So the new format, you know, we've added the new format. So we do the kind of features of the week, and so we have 7 features that we go through every week, and I think we found some really cool ones for you this week. So we can start pretty much right away. Let me get the feature channel. This is a channel that I stumbled upon. I decided, you know, as we kind of wrap the
Millie, if I ever see you, I'll make you one because they're very good. Very delicious. I love lemon. I love anything sour.
Yeah.
A grapefruit martini would be fantastic down here because they press their fruit.
Yeah.
Right? So that's fresh juice.
It smelled really good and had a nice sugared rim, right? It was just sugar, right?
Yes.
It wasn't spice or anything.
No.
It looked delicious, and it's like, that looked pretty yummy. Tell them the story about when you ordered them at Sancho's.
Oh, that's a great story. Okay, so went with Cynthia to Sancho's and had dinner with her while I think Christian was working at the time, so we went out for dinner. And they only had you know the martini cups.
Glasses,
okay, the glasses.
Yeah,
okay, so we had our drink and we ordered the lemon drop martini with Tito's. You have to get Tito's because the other vodka is just don't get. Anyway, so I know I went on a ramble. Anyway, so we get there and we order this drink. The waiter comes over and asks, "Do you guys want another uno mas? Like, you want another drink?" And we're like, "Yes, please." You know, like, see, you know. And he goes, he's just standing there, and Cynthia and I are looking at him like, because we had a little bit left in our cup, so he drank it. This is, we kind of need those cups, and we're like, what?
Glasses.
They only had 2 martini glasses in the whole bar.
And they were using them.
So we had to finish up really quick, give him the glass back so we could get 2 more.
That's weird. That's like, wow. It's like, I guess there wasn't a big demand for martinis.
Not in that, no, not in that particular bar. It's more like shots and beer and.
Unless maybe they had a Greek party and they were going, oppa, I don't know.
That could be too.
So, moving right along with the channel of the week. So we came across Stonyboot, which is a channel. I getting back into kind of starting to focus more again on RV life. I decided to start with truck camper life, at least in my research. And so this, excuse me, this channel came up, and I found it very interesting because you know, there's particular challenges that you have, you know, when living in a truck camper, and I really was impressed how they dealt with those challenges.
I don't know how they came up with their name.
But yeah, that would be interesting. They couldn't join us this morning, so unfortunately, you know, maybe they'll pop in later, but we're not sure if they're going to be able to make it there. So, but what I did like about their channel is that it was unique, and I watched their latest video last night, which is this one here. Sasha went back home to Russia for a month, so Scott has been kind of on his own for a whole month. And I'll tell you, it's like their videos were getting better and better. And I think Scott just had a little bit more time. Like, he's traveling everywhere, and his 2-part series here on wifeless wandering, his videos, those 2 videos are awesome. Like, basically really stepped up a notch there. I was very impressed. Like, this 13.5-minute video is not usually kind of the length that I prefer. I prefer watching something 4, 5, 6 minutes long. And
OCD.
And I was mesmerized. Like, his video was so awesome. So it'll come up, the channel link will come up in the chat, you know, kind of right click, open it up in a new tab, or check out the description below after the live stream. Definitely a very good channel, and I'm very impressed. They basically, this channel started 2 years ago, but they really got into the truck camper life about a year ago. And look at that, they've got, you know, 6,300 subscribers already. So that's a big testimonial that they are onto something, and their videos are awesome.
No, just get rid of the channel.
Okay.
So they can see.
So I have a quick video that, so 1:35. I'd like you guys to just check out how they converted the dinette to an office.
Because we'll tell you why in a second.
Well, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Got a scratchy throat this morning. So let's let me get this organized, and we're going to mute ourselves out.
So today we want to show you our office, the new office that we built. We spent about 10 months working at our dinette table, and it was never enough space for both of us to use our computer at the same time. The laptop lids would hit each other. So when we were back in our hometown of Kingston, New Hampshire, I spent about a month redesigning the dinette, and I'll show you the process I went through and kind of the final results of what we have today. We've had about, 2 weeks of using it full time, and it's worked out great.
So much better, so much better. We're super happy because it's a functioning office. Plus we have a normal table that slides in and out, and we can eat, we can work at the same time, which is really nice.
We'll take you inside and show you what it looks like.
This is our office. We really like it because we just gained so much more storage. What I really like personally is the fact that we have more surfaces now. We have this sliding table, which allows us to have some food while we work. Sometimes when we're in the process of working, there's just no time to clean up. So it's really nice to have dedicated desk space, and it's also nice to have dedicated table. And I mean, we use this table for everything, for food, we eat, we use it as maybe some additional workspace as well. I paint here, so it's been really, really, really useful. Our main storage compartment.
We'll just kind of leave it there. We'll kind of let you go have a look at the rest of that video. The link is in, again, will be in the description.
It's great.
Yeah, and it's like they said, there's a time lapse at the end of this video of the whole process of making that office. And you can see Scott really thought about it. I mean, it was a unique solution, and I could see why it took him a month, because he kind of had to work it through, you know, and trial and error and measuring. And it was like, it was just like the end result is absolutely awesome.
It is. The reason that he's looking at that is because we're thinking of taking our sofa out in the back of our RV and replacing it with a dedicated desk area, work area for Christian.
So we're very weight conscious, especially in the sofas in the back slide, and the back is where we're trying to get the weight off the back, and we need more weight in the front to shift that weight. So it wouldn't be like something built in like they did. Though who knows, maybe an idea will come up how to do it. But we're just thinking of using the existing plastic table that we have, because we collapse that table when we travel, and we just stack it up. So it might be something very simple as storage bins, because we have a drawer in the couch, which is really a massive storage relative to the total storage that we have. And so we'll probably just end up putting bins on both sides of the desk, or maybe file cabinets, or something
whatever
that fits under there. And then the table will be up and collapsed when we travel, and that will be an area where we can also store things that normally I think we put on the bed. Right,
that we don't need every day either. There is a drawer under the sofa bed as well. There's stuff under there, so we can put that stuff in bins.
Yeah.
Which is our merch, like our t-shirts, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of where we put our security instruments and leashes.
And leashes.
The lock, like the bicycle chain lock for our chairs, our outside chairs when we lock them up. So there's a lot of things that we have in there that if we take out the couch, we're going to lose that drawer. So we have to find something for the office. So I love their permanent solution, and I would be so into that. I know that solution wouldn't work for me, because I need a lot of space. I need 2 monitors.
Yeah.
You
showed them this setup that you have, like you've got
and I don't think we have it.
No, it doesn't matter.
I don't think we have it on the pictures anymore. I think so.
Oh, right there.
Where is it? There. There it is.
So it takes a lot of space. He's got the 2 monitors, like the big monitor and the monitor from the laptop.
And this was actually a downsize, because I used to have 2 big monitors and the laptop would be closed, and I'd have my keyboard in front of me. Because I look at drawings, and when they're PDF, they can be very small. So I need to, and even at that, I'm zooming in and zooming out.
Yep.
So there's no way I could look at a drawing on the
Good morning, Paula.
on the monitor, on the laptop monitor.
Yes, I did.
So there you go.
Good morning, Paula.
Well, good morning, Paula. How is your day going so far?
Where is Waldo today?
Where is Waldo? Where's Waldo?
Yeah, I don't know where she is today.
Yes.
She was traveling in Saskatchewan.
Oh, right on. Are you on the road? You hit the road. That is awesome.
I'm pretty sure that's where I saw the video.
Awesome. Well, that is perfect. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, Paula. Always nice to see you. So we're going through our features of the week, and if we go back to, again, click. Here we go. We are back here. So the next one is host campers. So we decided the featured RV of the week, staying with the camper theme. We decided to start with all of the big campers. So let's have a look at that. The host campers, I think we would have strongly considered the host campers if we actually could have found a dealer to look at them. And that was really the problem. I was actually kind of leaning to the host campers. I really like their designs, and they have a different line of campers. And I think the Mammoth is the biggest one. And that's the one I was really interested in looking at. And you'll see it's very similar to the Eagle Cap in terms of layout. It's got the 3 slides. And the weight is, that's the big thing, is that the weight is 1,000 pounds less than the Eagle Cap that we have now. So not sure where that weight difference comes from. I'm just going to go full screen here. And they have alternate designs on this back couch. The back couch can be a sofa. It could be like a room closet, washer dryer area, or it could just be a wardrobe. So it's like, wow, you can get a washer dryer in a truck camper.
Right.
So I found that quite amazing. And also kind of their bathroom is kind of layout is kind of in the middle of the shower, and it is a full dry bath, and you have access to the bed on both sides of the bathroom.
Is that the one that has a little lip? It's almost like a little tub. Is that the one? That's not the one that's got like the little lip tub. I can't remember.
I don't
No,
know.
it's just a shower.
I don't know. So you know, pretty amazing campers. There's also options on the bedroom in terms of the size of the bed and the amount of storage you get, you know, how you want the layout. You know, personally, we would have gone with the king.
Had to.
And, you know, forego the storage back here.
Those little dogs take up a lot of space. I don't care.
They do. And
They may be tiny, but they spread out.
And in this case, you know, not really in love with the sofa again, but they have, I don't know, what's the high-low coffee dinette table.
The alternative is the
dinette. The dinette. So this one's a dinette. Oh, anyways, like you have to kind of see inside them. There was a lot of pros. You know, they have 30-pound propane tanks. Ours only have 220s. You know, so there was a lot of things really liked about the Mammoth that made them worth looking at. But again, we could not. There was no dealers around us.
Oh yeah, Millie and James have a washer dryer in theirs.
They did put one in.
Yeah.
And it's a must-have. Yeah, you know, and I think when we came down last time, we had so much clothes with us, which is a bad thing because of lack of storage. But the good thing is that we were able to come all the way down to Mexico before we actually did laundry. And then once we get to Mexico, it's just cheaper just to...
We have a laundry lady.
Yeah, we have a laundry lady, and we drop off our laundry in the morning, and
Millie,
it's all...
she even folds my underwear.
Yeah, you know, so...
I don't.
And while we're down here, you know, it's like...
That's like a luxury.
We put our laundry in our carry-on suitcases that we flew down with. And so we take that to the laundry. And then when we pick it up, we're basically walking back to the bus, and everybody thinks we're leaving.
With our luggage, right?
Yeah. Do you need a taxi? Are you going to the airport? Yeah. It's like, no, it's just laundry day.
Lavanderia. No say. Lavanderia.
Yeah, and that is the benefit of having your own laundry.
See, that's why you need a laundry, like you need it there in the camper. That's a different scenario. I can live in my shorts and a t-shirt, which is what I do.
Hey, let's just see. I haven't pre-screened these, but let's just have a look. They have some kind of videos. Let's see what they're talking about.
Oh, this is the Mammoth, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what do you think? I guess we could have muted the music and then we could have talked.
Yeah, because I could have told you.
We had all kinds of commentary
I had
there.
a lot of commentary there.
So yeah, so next time we'll know. But we really love,
Oh, good morning, James. James can't use.
Oh, hang on.
He started going
Okay.
again. So I don't know what he did.
I don't know what's going on here.
If you're doing a little.
I don't know here.
Can you mute
There,
it?
yeah. So yeah,
Anyway, so that's the, what is it called, Ken?
the Mammoth.
The Mammoth.
Yeah. So if we go back to the feature list of the week, so it is host campers, and that's the Mammoth, and it's
Petra, it's like our truck camper. It looks really small. When you get inside and all the slides are open, people can't believe how much room there's in there. There's a lot of room. But yeah, this one is totally different though too, Petra, is that the back slide is only a little slide. It's not the whole back, and ours is the whole back.
Yeah, it's because their driver's side slide is pushed all the way to the back. So when it closes, there'd be no way for the back slide to clear. So they had to shorten the back slide.
Right.
So the side one had somewhere to go in.
Right.
But looking at it now again and going through the inside tour, I would have preferred the Mammoth. If we were to do it again, just in terms of floor plan, the Mammoth is absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's other considerations for us in terms of, is there room for solar, because campers are really tough to try to find space for the solar, especially the batteries. Is it four season?
Yeah, exactly. That little area beside the back slide, do you know if that was a closet or if that's storage? Those little vented area beside.
On the
you
Mammoth?
watched the video, yeah.
Sorry.
There was like a door or something. You didn't notice that? Okay, well, we'll go through it again because I didn't know if that was a door or if that's just a decorative feature, or is that a window? There was like a panel beside the.
Okay, well, hang on. So let's see if we can get to
I'm surprised you didn't see that.
what you're looking for. Just hang on. And click, 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 click. Here we go. We're back here. And sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so we are.
Sorry to tell you that, but you didn't notice that?
Well, I noticed a lot of things, but I just don't know what you're talking about. Okay, are you talking inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay, let's see if we can just go with pictures.
Right there.
Which one?
This one.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you see that? Is that a window?
Here?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a window.
Oh, I thought it was storage.
No, it's a window.
That's a shame.
So it's kind of cool.
It's a big window though.
And this is the one that, this is a consideration. I think I would have taken like this with the bench
You
and
take that out, make that into your.
make that the office. I would make that,
Ah.
and that way I wouldn't be crowding like this area.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm using the equivalent of our theater chairs. We don't have this table. We just have these little side tables.
Yeah.
We wouldn't use this table.
No,
I
but you
would-
set it. He sets up a table.
Yeah, like one of those Costco folding tables, plastic. I mean,
Right.
it doesn't look great, but it has great real estate for me.
Yeah.
But even if I did use that table, it still leaves a lot of space to be able to walk around that table still. I mean, this thing is huge, and I still don't know how they get by with being 1,000 pounds lighter than us.
See, that's the same as
This
that.
is the layout is virtually identical.
It is.
It's incredible.
It is.
I don't know what.
Oh, we don't have shelves like that.
We don't have that many shelves.
No.
I think this table is a little higher. This is one of the layouts where the bed is shifted. No, I guess.
Yeah, the bed shifted to the.
Yeah,
to
a
the
little
left.
bit, and there's just
Or
a
the
pantry here.
Whichever way you
But
look at it.
anyways, so it answers your questions, my dear.
Yes, it did.
And
It's a window. It's not storage,
there you go.
which means there's only storage on my side, and I
But
don't think that would be enough for both of us.
it would be awesome. Like it was. I was a little disappointed at the time when we were making our decision that we couldn't factor in the host line of campers. Definitely, if you're looking at a truck camper and you can afford the weight, of 4,000 pounds dry, and you're looking for something that big, you're looking for big truck campers, I think the Host, a lot of people go for the Lance.
Yeah, I noticed that. There's
but-
a lot of Lances.
But they don't make them that big, the 3 slides. The second and third slide make such a difference. So James, good morning. So there we go. I'm hunting a chairlift slide.
Oh, good morning, Terry. Are you still camping? Cheers. We went out last night, Terry. I had my lemon drop martini.
Oh, Terry. Good morning, Terry. Are you being good today?
Of course, she's always good. I miss you, Terry.
What is it? I'm kind of losing the chat here, but
Terry was my partner.
yeah, partner in crime.
Well, not in crime. We were very good.
No, she was the first corruption agent.
That's why I love you, Terry.
I don't know how much these campers are. There's been such a change in RV prices since last year. It seems that the demand for campers, like for RVs, has gone through the roof. So I am not sure.
I seen the picture of your moonshine pickles this morning. Are they really good? Like,
Are they?
Oh my God.
Are they intoxicating?
Yeah. Moonshine pickles. What? That in a michelada. Oh my God. The thought of that is just endless. Oh, they were okay. Oh, that doesn't mean that they were good. But think of it, maybe inside of a michelada, what they put in those asparagus sticks.
Yeah.
Use one of those moonshine pickles instead.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. It depends on the flavor. As long as it. I expected more from pickles.
Wow, I could take that a different way. But
Yeah.
We'll stick to a family-friendly channel.
Well, I was more thinking, well, they could be infused with THC or something, something more fun.
We will still
Yeah.
stick to a more PG.
All right. So the next feature of the week is our app of the week. Now I know we keep moving right along. Is our app of the week. Now we keep coming back to TOGO because we can't say enough about it. We're so incredibly amazed by it, and it pays for itself. And we're not going to go through it again, except to say that it's your RV companion that links to all the other apps, and you can get discounts on kind of a lot of other things like road trippers that we use for trip planning. And so all those discounts, if you're going to get those apps anyways, you might as well start with TOGO and then go from TOGO to get all your discount codes from there. Absolutely incredible. And now they've actually purchased Road Trippers. So Road Trippers is part of TOGO Pro with the paid membership. And do you remember this trip planning this was our kind of trip planning.
Can they see that, or is that just on their side, on our side?
Oh, let's see. It's right there.
Okay.
All right. So if you remember this little trip map, it was just the major.
My favorite.
It was just, trip planning. So we ended up doing a little bit more trip planning. And now you can see that, there's a little bit more points. I think there's 40 of them here. And those are almost represent a day each. So that would be 40 days to get down to our land in Baja. And we're not done yet. You can see that there's still some big gaps here in, certain days that it'll be
a long trip day if we didn't make it up into a break there.
So we really like Road Trippers. I prefer it to the kind of the RV Wizard or RV Trip Planning Wizard, which is the latest one, which is more expensive. And to me, it's way too complicated. It does way too many things. And what it doesn't do that I appreciate Road Tripper does, all else being equal. Road Tripper doesn't figure out your fuel and your daily costs and your bookings. It doesn't do that in terms of that type of tracking. But what road trippers do is that it gives you all the kind of landmarks and places to stop. So when it comes to points of interest, places to stop and things to do, things to see, the RV Wizard does not do that.
No.
Their points of interest are gas stations and grocery stores, like utility things, but nothing about recreation, like things to do and have fun. And so for us, it's really about finding out where to go. We don't care when we get there and how much it's going to cost to get there and how many, this one at least gives you the mileage and estimated time of travel between waypoints. And that's all we need. That's all I benchmark our travel, trying to keep it.
I just want to make a comment. You see where it says Great Sand Dunes National Park?
No, there, here,
yes,
here.
Straight up to Saskatchewan is almost the same area where our sand dunes are.
Oh, that's an interesting observation. That is true.
There is sand dunes in Saskatchewan. Okay, we've been there. We have made a video on that. Go check it out. Go check in our videos. I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was in.
Hello. Look at who's here. That is awesome. Thanks for dropping by, Stan. We kind of checked in with your channel a couple of weeks ago, and definitely like the ambulance community is strong with Stan.
It is, yes.
You're definitely like the forerunner in terms of
conversion of a
and really kind of really passionate about it and extensive and detailed about it, and an advocate for ambulance conversions.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I love so much more the ruggedness of the ambulance compared to the schoolies. I always kind of thought the schoolies was maybe not the greatest framework to convert into a mobile, a mobile setup. Just because I don't think they're really designed to go a long distance and run continuously for hours and hours and hours and under heavier load, and they're just not designed for that purpose. But the ambulance seems to be a much more rugged, dependable framework to build basically a conversion, a living quarter conversion. Yeah. So that is awesome. So welcome, sir. So we're going through our features of the week. So this is our app of the week. This is, we're always kind of giving you an update on where we're at with our planning. And we plan to leave Saskatchewan, Regina, Saskatchewan, after Labor Day in September. So we're slowly, gradually, building on our plan. And we're really enjoying road trippers. And aside from that, compared to other planning apps, it's like once you have it on the app,
Just get rid of that.
Look who's here.
Good morning.
Wow.
Minnesota.
This trucker's life. If I remember correctly, that's Rod or Rod.
So James Catanese, you're starting from New York side, Peace Bridge. So how far are you going down? Or are you just going to start?
Rob. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Rob. But James said he's going to start New York side, Peace Bridge.
Cool.
Robert is his name.
Rob. Okay, so
Robert.
There we go. I'm going to start my New York side, Peace Bridge. Cool.
That's cool. We're alert. Like, I guess we're kind of be that side too, because we're coming down and we're going to be going to the Meetup in Michigan, and then we're going to come straight down and then straight across.
Yeah.
With little stops along the way, as you can see, all the little markers.
So 13 is the Michigan Meetup. And there will be a link about that in the stream and also in the description below. So if we look here in the description, so this is basically the description below. This is what you'll find. I will just do this. So you have the links to the Michigan Meetup. So you have the Facebook group, and you also have the campground information website. If you're planning on attending or coming down to join the group at N21 this year, do not book your reservation through the website. Call, because the website forces you to actually prepay.
Yeah.
And leave your credit card and all that. But if you tell them that you're part of the Michigan M21 meetup, they will take the reservation and not request. You won't have to provide a deposit.
Right.
Put it that way. So, oh, and speak of the devil, there it is.
There it is.
There's the link. So
Stream Elements.
we are excited about that because, you know, we haven't really done any meetups.
Yeah.
And, you know, we keep missing Quartzsite just because January is a time that we spend on our land. That's our prime time to get things done on our land and getting it.
Yeah. It's a good temperature. It's a good time to get things done because of the temperature. It's not hot. It's just even, and it's not rainy season, of course. So it's a good time.
So this trucker's life is very interesting because he travels, you know, trucking wise, and he has, I think you use a GoPro, I think, and you broadcast through a GoPro and through your phone, and just seeing all these different places and you know, the logistics and constraints and challenges sometimes of, you know, that trucker's life, and just overall, you know, like what is it like to be a trucker?
Well, that's awesome, James. We're going to be there a week too at M21, so we'll be able to meet up with you.
We booked
we did a week because we want to make sure we can see everybody.
And the area. So we actually plan to.
I love Michigan. It's so beautiful there, by the lakes.
So
that was my first place. I'm going to say it again. My first place, we were able to have a fire on the beach.
Marquette, Michigan.
That's crazy.
Right here. So we put a waypoint here. Just we don't know. See, a lot of these are waypoints. They're not necessarily places we're going to stay. It's just that they're just markers as to, well, here's a marker. We're going to end up in this area.
Right.
So we don't do that extensive planning. Now that's different. If you have like a big fifth wheel, you have to know where you're going. You can't just willy-nilly say, hey, we're just going to go.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
You can't fly by the seat of your pants in a big rig. It's just, that's why we chose the truck camper, because if we're driving along and let's say we see a road that goes up into the hills or in the mountains or something, we say, hey, we should go check that out.
You know, and just, and we're meeting more and more friends, and we're having more and more people say, hey, you know, as we kind of show our route, they basically say, hey, you're coming through our area. You should either check this out or.
We should talk about the van lifers we met on the beach. But we didn't video.
Yeah, we didn't. We have nothing really to show. So are saying, you know, hey, you should check this place out, that place out, or, you know, you can, we have a spot in front of our place, or we have a spot that you can park for the night, or, and that makes it really cool. So the objective on this trip is going to be, last year we were reticent to boondock, and we didn't really know a lot of people, so we couldn't mooch dock very much. And so we spent a lot of time in campgrounds, and you know, state campgrounds we like the best.
Yeah.
And
we don't really need it because we have solar, we have our own water. So.
And since we are all about like off grid and we can do it, we're going to boondock a lot more. Yes. And I call it maybe dry camping, you know, like rest areas, and you know, we're going to stay away from the truck stops and Walmarts are not our thing. So anything else besides that.
Right.
So
like
you know,
I said, you see a road going up into the hills, we might be on that.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
So let's see. Oh, new comments. Let's go.
I used to drive down a place called North 40.
BLM.
Yes, yeah. BLM land, Terry, is the bomb because you are allowed to dry camp there, and I love that. There's a lot of that in Texas and Arizona, right?
Do have a CB. Okay, that's something we don't have.
No, we do not.
Like
do people still do that?
I don't know.
I guess truckers.
I never did really understand the difference between a CB and a radio. Like I've been around radios, like, you know, on job sites, things like that, on like pipeline jobs. But I really don't understand the difference.
Terry, that's why I wanted to go to Quartzsite also. They've got some great, she was talking about the swap meets. That's why I wanted to go there because we've seen videos. I think even Millie and James made a video where they would go around in the tents and they have all this stuff for sale and stuff. I'm all about the rocks. She got rocks from all over the world. That would be amazing. I think our truck camper would be overloaded though, with all the rocks I'd want to bring to our land.
Yeah, we already have weight issues. Like, it's like we're trying to shed weight.
I'm so bad.
We've been very draconian about that. It's like we were significantly overweight, so we're gonna. What I like to do before we even start loading the campers, I'd like to put it back on the truck because right now it's winterized, and go to scales before we even start putting anything in it, so that we can then go over scales after to see how much stuff we added.
James is correct. It would be nice to have for traffic backup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We noticed that too, like on Google Maps. I remember going through LA. It's like, forget about, usually it's green or yellow, but LA is red everywhere. Like traffic is super slow.
So Terry, when you were in Quartzsite, were you in a camper? Did you have a camper at that time, or were you just with somebody?
So yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so we'll wait for that.
We never talked about that, so I didn't know that. She's been to Quartzsite. That's pretty cool.
So I know we're relentless on this, but we've had a lot of people that used our discount code. We have seen that through our reports from
yes,
TOGO.
And thank you.
So if you're interested in TOGO, there is a link below, and we do have a discount code where you will save $10. Like I think it's $29.
Yeah.
To begin with. So you get another $10 off, $20, and you get discounts on everything.
Exactly.
We can't say enough about it.
It's fantastic. I had a fifth wheel. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I learned something new today.
Wow, go big or
I did
go
not
home.
know that she had a fifth wheel.
We actually talked about that. Maybe that leads into our next kind of feature.
See, I knew I loved Terry. She's a camper.
There you go. We did talk about that, so let's hold that thought when we get to the line, because I do have some clips about, featured places, and we'll talk about what we did this week. We did a lot of stuff.
We did.
So
we were very busy this week.
We were. So I will go to the next tab. So it's product feature of the week. The home office, I had a nice big laser printer. It would print out stuff like in lickety split fast, but it was too big. It was massive. This thing was.
It was more like this big.
And heavy. And so we needed a solution for the camper. So this solution was a little pricey. If you look at the price, that's Canadian dollars. So, maybe $350, $349 US.
But if you sold your other one.
Yeah. I mean, and it's nice and compact, and it's small, it's nice and small.
It's very narrow.
And we keep it in the box. We always put it back in the box because it's got kind of those folders, and it keeps, protects it from vibrations. And it's been wonderful. I think we've used the scanner more than the printer.
Can you show another picture? Like, I'm just let me click too. Yeah. Oh no, this one.
Okay.
See, it shows dimension.
Ah, okay.
It's not that big.
Yeah, and you can see it relative to the laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was really easy to install, and it's wireless.
Yep.
So we have it through
Yep.
Kristen's Wi-Fi, right? Through the WinGar Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's been wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say enough about it. So if you're interested, we do have a link in the description below. It will take you to this Amazon site.
Yeah.
We did check it relative to like stores like Staples and Office Depot, and the prices were comparable, virtually the same.
And then and again, it'll ship to you wherever you are. That's what I like too. Like, I mean, we could have been on the road and say on our way somewhere, and we could have had it shipped to wherever we were on our way, but we got it before we left because he needed it for work.
Yeah, it seems you always need an RV. We started doing like excuse me. We had electronic signatures now that we're starting. It's like I have a certified signature that I have because of engineering. I have to stamp drawings electronically. But we also did the same thing for Tracey. And if you have Adobe, like for example, can do it in Office 365, you can sign Now, officially sign, like legally sign, that takes a little bit more effort. You have to actually get like a certification stamp or service that certifies your signature as you. And there's steps like you actually go online with somebody and you show your picture and your ID and they certify that it is you. And then they send you a certificate and therefore your signature is certified. So you can actually legally sign documents that way, and you don't have to go to like a notary or somebody to authenticate your signature or certify your signature. And so you don't have to print documents and then sign it and then scan it and then return it. Like you can do it straight off a PDF. Anyways, that's kind of a sidetrack, but that was the biggest reason for the printer. And let's see what else. I think I skipped something here in the.
You did.
Yeah. So we're the next feature is featured place. So featured place is obviously Cabo San Lucas. So we're not on the move, but we did do a lot of things here.
Do you notarize too? You guys are.
And that's the thing, you don't really need a notary.
Next.
You don't need a notary if you have like electronic certified, like digital certificate signatures.
Damn, if we could cut our own keys, Terry, we'd be in business. We'd have a business. There's I lost keys so many times. Oh my God.
There you go.
Killed me.
So we did some fun stuff. So first thing we did is like last Sunday we went to a cemetery. We found a really old cemetery. I'm still
working on that because we're making a video on that. I'm still trying to find out if there's more than one in Cabo San Lucas. I was told there is, and I'm trying to find it. So there's a little snippet of the future video.
So we'll just kind of play the raw drone footage. Sometimes it can be a little choppy and jumpy. Usually the stuff that gets cut out in the final video. But for your viewing pleasure, we will show you the raw footage from this video.
You can see our place way up in the where we're staying.
Yeah, so it was really cool. It was established in 1917, I think. And it's just wild, The cemeteries down here are almost a little bit got the same vibe as like New Orleans.
Yeah, say it right.
Depending where you're from. And BRB, check on my fridge. I'll be right back, okay?
Oh my fudge. Are you making fudge? Oh, James Cat needs to make a fudge.
Oh no.
Oh.
So
I want to be sitting beside him in the campground. Oh, cemeteries are cool. Terry, I love cemeteries. Like if I could go to a cemetery every place we stopped, I'd be a happy girl.
I know we did that a lot when we did our first tour, let's say, of Saskatchewan. We did stop at some graveyards along the way.
With their houses, just check this out. Like, I could literally live. Look at that big one. Like, that's a house. I could literally live in one of those. They're for family, right? It's a family unit, right? So they have all their family members buried in one spot, and it is above ground. And I understand why they do it above ground. Well, especially in this particular cemetery, this is where the water runs. Like, I don't know how they get away with not putting a full big wall around that, because the water will just, will go right through it. But there is a wall on the one side, but not on the other side there. Where the road is, that's where the water goes.
Let's see, too. I'll see if I can share an actual GoPro, like from the ground. Share video file. So we'll just let that play. I'm just looking for something on the ground. GoPro 680.
But the houses are.
GoPro 685.
I want to say houses, but there are houses for the dead, I guess, if you want to say it that way. But it's just there.
Another recent one here.
That?
With the green.
Like and the ones with little
I
carpet,
want to say tarp, but it's
green,
actually
what,
the fake grass.
outdoor turf on, means
It's
that
going on the side so we're not
someone had
stepping
just
on
passed
anything.
away.
Let's see if I can see the.
And that all that little
The
surrounding,
name?
those little glass things, are all the candles. Like they got a candle ritual for that
Wow,
person.
that's a big family member.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at all the flowers,
2021,
like,
guys.
it's crazy.
And it's
Oh, Key West.
Giorgio
Do they have like a cemetery there? 'Cause
Martinez.
that would be a good one.
Yeah, because it's the water
Giorgio
table's so high. It
Martinez.
would be interesting.
I think that's what it says. 1940. Yeah, 1942 to 2021.
Only two
Look at all the candles.
Ah, okay. We'll look out for that, James. We'll look for your new video.
Yes.
Man.
That is a huge
Look at this
cemetery.
It is a
beautiful
huge
one by two
cemetery,
trees.
correct.
I wonder if they planted
And I didn't even know it was there.
beside it.
We walked past it.
Oh, 2019.
Oh, thanks, Bert. Bye,
Thanks.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, it
Love
was
you.
so
Oh, the guy
wonderful to
was so
see you again
young.
today.
Oh, the one boy was so young. Oh,
So is
Hector.
that
Look at
what?
that.
Is this a
Yeah.
Oh, this one made me cry. I can't even believe it.
Yes, and that's why I'm going to go back to this one.
Oh, that one hit me so hard. Whew.
So
The
then,
kid looked like my two sons, like Anthony and
okay, well then you better stop. 'Cause
Anthony and Manuel. And
Good.
he even had Manuel's name. Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, good. Stop. And then we rented a car on Wednesday, Thursday, and we went to our land.
Yay! That makes me happy.
Back at the land, backing in.
Yeah, everything was good.
So you
Clock
wanna
is
go
still
be
there.
Vanna?
Water tank.
I'll go be Vanna. I brought my rock that I made at the condo. I'm gonna leave it here.
She's getting brown.
So this is the next development, is where
Oh, this is
Tracey's
our
gonna
next
be.
development. Yes, we are planning. We are planning our next move on the
We're
land here.
standing here. We leveled this
But
out.
we gotta make some more
So
space for our
this
friends
fits
to come.
perfectly.
Okay,
As
so I gotta
see
mute
here,
us so there's no echo.
or a van. I leveled it out last year, and the site is nice and level here now. But now we have to start thinking about going this way.
So it'll come all the way through here.
So we're gonna open this up back there and put another site in here. Yeah. And behind Tracey, between Tracey and the water tower, there's going to be a big 10,000 liter water tank, because the water tower is only 1,200 liters right now, and that's not.
Water tank.
Yeah. And this is where maybe someday a house will be, but for now it's going to be boondocking sites with water. And so the big blue tank is going to be right here.
But if we do at the house, we're going to be looking at that.
We're going to be looking that way. And for now, this boondocking site, we'll be looking at that. Unfortunately, the shower is there, but and our camper is going to end there. So we're going to try to go as far back as we can.
Yeah, so they'll have a little bit of view too.
And over time, we'll open this up and make it a nice little sitting area.
Yeah, but on the other side, over there is a sitting area now. You want to show them?
Yeah, the fire pit area and what was supposed to be the yoga studio and art studio. You know, when money's no object.
I think still here.
So the fire pit
Okay.
that we used to burn all the scrub when we opened this up. And so we kind of had plans to,
My garden,
the garden's still here,
and this was going to be the
the yoga studio, the palapa.
palapa.
But you know, we had a contractor come out and he started talking about footings and cement block to raise this up, and it seemed like a lot of work. And
That's still a nice place to sit and just
Yeah. Maybe we'll
listen to the ocean.
maybe we'll just put something that's based on wood and not have to build a big cement base.
I don't think cement base is the thing, but I do agree with you in the fact that we need to level it up, because it feels like I'm going.
Yeah, it definitely slopes
I'm
down.
going down.
It slopes down. So.
And when Sue and I were doing yoga on the mat here, I felt like I was rolling that way.
Well, you know, we might be able just to not even cement blocks it, like don't actually make them solid or rigid, but where we can kind of level this up, just even the dirt, and just even use rocks to build like a retaining wall. And we just even thought that new site up there has to be leveled. So kind of scraping the high spots over there and bringing it here with a wheelbarrow and dumping it here and start raising over here.
Exactly.
So definitely we'd need to get a lot more rocks to build a rock wall, right?
Yes.
Maybe we start with blocks, or I don't know. It's like we always figure it out when we start.
Yeah.
There's never really a plan. So
Fly by the seat of your pants, honey.
yeah.
But this is lovely.
So from this direction, when we're sitting here, we can hear the breakers over there.
You can see the breakers there.
We are back. I hope that wasn't too boring. I hope you kind of get a feel for the layout.
You got a little taste of our video.
So when we say that there's space, there is space.
There is space.
You know, for a van, an ambulance, Class C.
For sure.
Class A's would be probably a little bit more challenging to get in there. It would fit, but it'd be tight. So that's why we're opening another boondocking site, so that we can have actually 2 RVs there, and and if we load our camper, then we can all kind of park there and make that an area to go everywhere and go see different sites in the area and go to different beaches and camp on the beach, and we can have a lot of fun. So.
Oh yes.
So if you're thinking of coming down to Baja, definitely you should let us know, and we can send you the GPS coordinates. You can even go on your own if you want. If you just want to overnight there or spend some time there on your own.
For sure.
The gate is unlocked. It's just a chain, but it's just wire tied, and you're welcome to stay at our land if you're in the area.
Just shut the gate when you leave. That's all.
Yeah.
Because the goats, the cows, will definitely go in there.
Yeah, and that could be a bad thing, especially the cows,
a bad thing.
because they will go through there and they won't turn around to find the gate. They will rush the fence and bust
they
through
get trapped
the fence.
in there. They will wreck the fence to get out. Yes.
And they will panic. So that's kind of that. That's what we did there. Good thing I have a list of features, because I'd lose my way.
Host campers. Is that your next one?
No, it's okay. We're at number 6 now.
Yeah, but number 2, did you do that one?
Host campers. Yeah. Did you already forget?
Yes.
Wow, that was a good party last night.
It was a good party. Lemon drop martinis. It's my new favorite. Thank you, Cynthia. I think it was it Terry that, no, it was Rob that introduced me to Uno Mas's grapefruit, grapefruit drink at Uno Mas.
Oh, the next one is our video. We did a video this week from when Tracey went to learn how to make empanadas.
I did.
So I'm trying to.
I wanted to make empanadas with this woman for so long. When I met Manuel in 2008, I met his mama. It was It was the best year. Anyways, but that came back, been going back and forth to her house, whatever. Always wanted to learn how to make tamales. I wanted to make empanadas. We did them both this year. Awesome.
So let's look at the first minute of this video. So there's two versions.
It's already up.
I know, but just for
Just
now.
for them.
Just because, let me explain. There's two versions of this video. So there's the long edition of remembering to get clear instructions on how to make them. So there's the 23-minute version of step by step, which is on Tracy Coral channel.
Right.
So on Tracy's channel. And then Tumbleweed has this kind of shorter 8-minute, kind of where, you know, ADD me just starts cutting everything that I feel is superfluous. Hey, that's a hard word for a Frenchman.
It's faster.
So it's faster. So let's just watch the first minute and see what you think. If you're into food, if you're a foodie and you'd like, these are the best empanadas that even compared to the street vendors that we've tried, these ones are way better. So have a look.
We are headed
And we're back. So there you go.
Wow, you really cut it down for the ADD people.
Yeah, I mean, from 23 minutes to 8 minutes. So you saw it was kind of really quick.
But if you really want to know the process, you have to watch on my channel the video because it shows the whole day process, and it was a whole day. I think we started at 3 and we were done at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
all right.
I guess it's not all day. It's only like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It felt longer.
We went over at 3, didn't
we?
We went at 3 to 6. It took about 3 hours.
Yeah, it would have been even longer, but they had already had the beef ready. They had already done the beef before I even got there. Which, I mean, I'm glad they did because it would have been uber long. We wouldn't have been able to, there's no way we would have been able to have that for supper. Right?
Exactly.
It would have been way too,
yeah.
It would have been like 8 o'clock.
So here is the 23-minute version. I'll just show you the first minute and you'll see how
there's a big difference.
There's a big difference in terms of this one is, you're more there, it's more relaxed. It's the non-ADD version or director's cut.
Beautiful.
There we go.
We are headed to see Mama G, and we're going to be making some empanadas today.
So you can kind of see the difference, right? This one is kind of more relaxed. It takes its time, whereas the Tumbleweed is cut, and kind of just the fax map. So whichever style you like, both links are in the description of the live. So you can always.
James, you might like the other one better because it'll show the actual process of making the empanadas. I've never watched yours yet.
It's like all the essential information is there, but you'd want to watch the 23-minute because it gives you a better sense of time of how long each step takes. Yeah.
Except for the beef. Like the beef was already done before I got there. And I am thankful. I mean, I'd like to have known how to do it, but it's pretty easy. You just boil the beef with onions, garlic, and that juice. I don't know if they threw it out, but man, that juice from the beef, that would have made an excellent stock for a soup or something, but I think they threw it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, it's not in the description right now because I added this at the last minute before the show, but I will go put it into the description right after the live is done. All right, so there you go. So, okay, so James is going to go check it out.
Oh, he's got it all day.
Yeah,
there you go.
He's going to put it on his TV. He's got all day because he says it is raining.
It's raining.
Hey, Millie.
Oh, good morning, Millie.
Millie. How are you today? It was nice catching up with you. And
Is Papa Kelly there?
Yes, it's Papa Kelly. and we did get your message about
yes, thank you.
Where you promised us, and yes, that's good to know.
Very good information.
Perfect. And joining us through Facebook today, that is awesome. That we have a number of people like Terry.
Oh, we have a lot of people through Facebook.
Well, Terry,
I didn't realize Terry was through Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. See, Facebook is a good medium.
Yeah, don't forget to guys, both Facebook.
Hit the little,
hit the little like. So
button.
it really helps the algorithm, as they say.
Yep.
We don't know what that means, but
we don't know what that means. It's a big word.
We're supposed to say it, so.
Yeah.
If you guys weren't on previous live, Millie and Kelly are the couple that we went to go stay with when we went to Bucerias, when we got on the plane and we went to the mainland. We had a wonderful week.
It was awesome.
With those guys, and they showed us the sights, and Bucerias was such a nice place, and
very lush, a lot more green.
We can see why a lot of Canadians, it's another place where a lot of Canadians and Americans buy and kind of go retire.
Yes.
And it was cheaper than Cabo. Cabo is very touristy. Bucerias was more laid back, more retirement, I would say. Puerto Vallarta has a lot of things to see and do.
Yes.
But Bucerias is like half an hour suburb out of Puerto Vallarta. So I really liked the place.
Yeah. I loved it because it was hotter.
Yeah, well,
it was hotter than Cabo. But at that time, it was cold here.
I could not live there. You almost need like two winter places. It's like the middle of the winter you go there because it's a few degrees warmer, and then as soon as the heat starts to hit, like in April, like I think heat hits there in April, whereas here it took till about May, and it's been hot like for the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
It's getting hotter and hotter.
Yes. Oh, I want to. I don't know about Papa, but I want to.
We want to. Logistics are a little bit more difficult because we have our camper, we have dogs, and so parking the camper, yes, we could store it at the airport.
Yeah, but what do you do with the dogs?
Yeah, it's like now.
It's a little different when you have the pooches with you, and we can't travel without them anymore. The kids have got a very busy household. We have to take that into consideration, and we have to take the dogs with us from now on. Right, Papa?
Right. So the links will be the two videos. So the featured tip of the week is, and this one is, it bit us, once or twice. And before you leave your camp, and you're packing up and you're ready to go, make sure you do a walk around.
Yes.
And do it more than once, and do it from more direction. Like, do it looking down, looking, straight across and looking up. Make sure you check, your tires and your tire pressure, and that you go through your check. And this is where you know, something like TOGO with your checklist, you know, you can have it on your phone and just make sure you check everything off.
Right.
And don't forget when you pull out, you know, a lot of units have that tail swing in the back, you know, that you account for that when you pull out, you're not going to hit a picnic table or a tree or
Or a post.
or the pedestal, or, you know, so all very, very important to don't cut those corners, because this is when you're trying to leave the camp. And if you break something either on your RV or in the campground, is now you're going to be having a bad day and you're going to be delayed.
Yes.
And so not good,
No.
not a good time at
Not
that
good
point.
time.
So hopefully that's a good tip. And if any of you down there figure, I've been doing this forever, I throw everything in and I go, you know, just make sure you check your you know, whatever your motor,
Yeah.
you know, whatever is powering, and it's good operating condition, and make sure that you got everything packed away and
Yeah.
closed up and locked up.
Yeah. James carries a note. Yes, a checklist is so important. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's got their own way, but
Yes.
if you're new, or if you've kind of figured your season and you kind of have, you know, your experience and you have it under control, guarantee you will forget something and it will bite you in the you know what.
Yes.
So
And it's usually that the handle. For us, it was the handle on the steps. Steps are always put up last, but I don't know how we missed the handle. We missed the handle one time, and then I just happened to look in the window in the rear view, and I saw the handle was out. I don't know why it was out.
I think we almost pulled out with the stairs down too, but
And the stairs were down.
yeah. I mean, just crazy stuff, you know.
Yeah. James used to be a trucker, so he knows about the walk around.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's standard practice.
That's standard practice, yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the companies, industrial service companies I work for too, right? The driver
Good morning.
education.
Good morning, Victoria.
Look who's here. Victoria May. Hello. Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So we went through 6 of the 7 features of the week.
Right.
And Victoria, any of the things that are listed up on the screen are of interest, just have a look at the live when we wrap up, and it'll all be there.
That's for sure.
So that only leaves the video of the week. And if you and for you full timers that need internet connectivity on the road, you will appreciate this.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to say anything about it. I'm just going to play the video.
James, you're going to enjoy this.
And how do we get connectivity and only?
Shut us off.
Welcome back to the channel.
Okay. Let me fix that.
There's no sound.
Share. Okay, let me fix that. That was my boo-boo. I forgot to hit the share audio. So sorry about that, guys. Too bad you can't cut that out on the final video, eh?
Yeah. It's
Welcome
a lot
back to the
transfer.
channel.
Okay. Did I share the wrong screen now?
You did. You got like 50,000 little.
Yeah, look at us. Ooh, trippy, man.
That is trippy. Woo!
Okay, let's try this one more time. It's like technical difficulties this morning. So I go share screen. Share screen. Oh, there we go. And then I want this one.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what happened.
That's what happened there. Okay, let's try take 2. Sorry, guys. We'll do this again.
And cut us.
Welcome back to the channel. I have got some really good news. A couple weeks ago, I did a video linked right here on the future of RV internet. And of course, I am talking about Starlink. This is Elon Musk internet company. He is putting satellites up in the sky to blanket the Earth in internet connectivity from space, which is basically saying no matter where you go, you are going to have internet capability. Well, it's in its beta stages. They don't have all of the satellites up now, but they do have paying customers. If you live in the northern United States and in Canada, you can get this service. You can apply to get it. However, what I said in my video was at this time, that internet service was really dedicated to a single address. That means if you pick up your satellite and you go down the road, it is not going to work. However, Elon himself just came out and said that hopefully by the end of this year, that not only is Starlink going to be fully deployed for the United States, but it is also going to be able to be movable. So what does this mean? That means for RVers, we get to take it wherever we want. Elon also goes on to say that they have applied with the FCC to have satellite dishes that are going to be on large vehicles. So I'm assuming RVs, semi-trucks, maybe even airplanes. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, as RVers know, you can't always get connectivity. And how do we get connectivity in our leisure travel van?
All right, so he goes on and talks about what they use now, but I just wanted to share that update. I know a lot of us are kind of following Starlink, so I wasn't sure if people had seen that update.
Like James has, yeah.
And that's good news. So we were looking at another system that was competing with that. We weren't sure at this point. Kind of my thoughts were that we were just going to wait for Starlink, and if we had to go one more year.
Yeah.
And this guy actually talks. I'll let him finish this.
Well, there's a couple of ways. We have a wine guard on top. Now then, what can this wine guard be used for? One, it can be a Wi-Fi booster. So if you're in an RV park and you can get Wi-Fi that way, I mean, that's great. I was just in a really, really nice RV park at Windstar Casino in Oklahoma just a few days ago. They had blazing fast Wi-Fi, but guess what? It was spotty as heck. It would come on, then it would go off, come on. So it was just not even worth it. So I ended up.
So anyways, then he talks that you can put a SIM card in the wine guard, and you can get basically Verizon, AT&T, and now T-Mobile as basically a hotspot. Basically, then it becomes a booster for your data, for your cell data reception. And that's going to be our plan. Now, we could never get, you can get the wine guard offers a service and you have to activate the wine guard service, but it's super expensive, like $79 US for 10 gigs, and those gigs seem to run a lot faster than the gigs on the phone and the jetpacks. So they count gigs a little differently. So super, super expensive. But since we're not in the US, we didn't stay that long. We never investigated how we could get a Verizon account or SIM card, and so we're going to push a little bit more on that, and that's our plan for this year. We just, as Starlink update came through, we're just saying, we could buy it from our service address in Regina and just take it on the road with us, and hopefully it'll be movable. However, it's something like $7.99, I think, to buy the system, and then it's $100 US a month. Now, if you have the service and you have no other option for internet, like you need internet everywhere at any time, and you're in a remote location, that is a great deal. But because we have other options and Starlink may not work in Baja, it would be a heavy investment for us to do if we then have to arrange for, let's say, satellite internet at the land for me to continue working. So it's something that's evolving for us, and we'll keep kind of bringing you updates in terms of our thought process and specifically where Starlink is at. I know I have an app now on my phone that notifies me whenever there's a space launch at the Kennedy Space Center. And I'll tell you, I just love it because as soon as there's a launch, we watch them live. We watch all the Starlink launches, and we're excited to see every time that there's a launch. You know, there's 60, 70 more satellites that get put up into the constellation.
Who's that? I can't remember.
Honey and me. How are you? Honey and me, where are we? Good morning, good morning.
Yeah, I thought I saw her.
Yeah.
And oh, living life in the slow lane.
Yes, I remember you guys.
Yes.
With Paula and Randy. Hi guys. You probably saw our comments on your videos. We quickly checked out your channel, I think last week.
Yeah, I don't think Honey and me, oh my gosh. I have a brain.
Here, I'm looking it up. We're going through the VIP list.
Thank you.
Honey and me is Susan.
Yeah, Susan. Oh my God, Susan, I'm sorry. When you have a drink the night before, and you're not used to drinking.
Oh, Grandma.
The grandma.
Oh, Grandma. Here, we'll start putting up some links here.
There you go.
And let's see who else we got. We got James Cantonese.
Yeah, we had gone out last night, so.
Yeah, but you're the one that had lots of fun.
I did. But did I mention about the Oreo?
You did, but there's a lot of new people in the chat.
Okay, so. I don't know if you've been following the Oreo the cat journey on my Facebook or YouTube or whatever, but we have a cat that we kind of rescued from the garbage can out here. Well, he wasn't in the garbage can.
No, they didn't throw him out.
No. He lived around the garbage can. There's about 3 or 4 cats that live around the garbage can. He's the only one that was friendly. I could pick him up. I think he was somebody's cat at one time because he was super friendly. Couldn't find the owner. Don't know where the owner is. I thought maybe Cabo, like next door. Nobody confessed, whatever. So we've been feeding this cat. He's been coming up into the condo. We were feeding him in the hallway at first, and then we thought, I wonder if he'll come inside. So I opened the door. Sure, he comes right in. So now he spends the whole day here. We bought a cat litter. We bought everything that he needs because we took him to the vet. So he had all of his shots. He was fixed, which funny story from last week. He was already fixed, so he was fixed twice. Yeah, watch the other video and you'll find out what I mean by fixed twice.
Last weekend's live, last Saturday's live.
It was a gong show. Anyway, but he's all up to date, shots, dewormer, cleaned out the ears, all of that. And I got some stuff to clean out his ears, like keep that clean, which I will give to him too. Yeah. Anyways, so last night we went out for dinner. We met up with some new friends. We actually met up with my girlfriend Cynthia's ex-husband showed up, and he has a cat. He did have 2, but he only's got 1 now, and he is willing to take an Oreo. Now, I'm so excited because I really didn't want to have to put Oreo back out on the street, which is what would have had to happen. We didn't have a place, and no one was stepping up.
And we talked to the neighbor downstairs because she was leaving food and water out of her door also. Right. So we had made arrangements to leave all that stuff with her and to try to encourage her to let the cat in at night.
Let the cat in during the day, because that's what he does. He would come in during the day. He would sleep all day, eat, sleep, use the cat litter whenever. And then at nighttime, he'd be, sometimes he would go out, not all the time, but sometimes he would go out like around 6. No, that's later than that, because I was at night. So about 8:30, he'd get antsy and want to go to the door. But later and later, so he didn't want to go outside. But last night he stayed out and he didn't get home till 7. That little stinker.
Yeah, he came in late. and he came in late this morning.
He came in late this morning, which is weird. That's unusual. But anyway, so we found a home for Oreo. He's going to our friend's ex-husband, Bob. He's going to take Oreo in. So on Monday, it looks like it's on Monday, we're going to be dropping everything off with Bob And we've got toys, we've got everything for Oreo.
Yeah.
We even have food.
So, and we even use them for our thumbnails for the last couple of weeks.
Right.
So that is freaking awesome good news, because I know Tracy would have been
I would have been devastated.
totally upset leaving. Like, not a great way to leave.
No.
And the season.
No. Because this happened before. We had a dog that we wanted to take back, Negrita, but we couldn't take her. And she ended up passing away, and I did not want this to happen again.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm just looking for different channels. Just kind of posting your links. So I think that's about it. I'm just going to get Weekend RVing because they were here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And
go down so I can see the comments, because I don't know if there's new. Oh, Captain Jack. Is he still here? Everybody can raid Captain Jack. I think he posted it. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah. So we'll see if he goes live. So Weekend RVing. So let me get that one.
So yeah, Susan, I'm so happy because I was just terrified. I mean, he's so friendly. Like, you can just pick him up. So, and the culture down here is different. I mean, the laws are changing. People are realizing you can't do the things you do to animals that they do down here. But there are some that are old school, and they'll kick the cat, they will throw the cat, and if they can pick him up, which they can because he's very friendly, they would do that. Like, I mean, it's not a friendly place for animals if you're not an animal lover, put it that way.
Yeah, so Captain Jack is live in 20 minutes, so he's right after us. So we always go raid Captain Jack after with our small crew this morning.
Hey. It's 8 people. There's 8 people in the house. Thank you for joining.
Yes, yeah. We kind of went a little bit on hiatus over the winter, and we've noticed that some people are just not tuning in anymore, and that's fine. But we're growing again, so it's coming back, and we're hoping that the new format will kind of catch on, and people will come back and check it out, and worthwhile hitting the bell. Yeah. On the subscribe and to be notified, just a reminder that we go live every Saturday morning at 8.
Yeah, Susan, it's since I've been working with the shelters down here, the things I've seen, things I've heard, it's like watching a scary movie, and we want to make a difference. That's why we have on our channel. If you want to sponsor the shelters down here, that's what they do. They go around and they get calls daily, on the daily, for like, come save this dog. This dog has been left on a roof. I don't even want to go.
Yeah, and we were talking about that last night. It's like animal people are kind of different from people who don't have animals. Uh-huh. And somebody that has never had animals or kids, it's just a different mindset. Like, the brain is wired differently. It is. And I'm sorry, but anybody who doesn't have animals or never had animals are kind of strange. But it's different. And I know that we love having animals. And I don't know what that was. What the heck was that? I don't know. Maybe the house cracking, warming up. But we find it weird when there's no animals in with us. And so
it is weird.
When we first get here, we totally missed our dogs. Like, it was weird.
So we were at the shelter like all the time, and I contacted them right away. I need puppy play date.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, I put the link up. If you want to come on and just kind of chat, be part of our chat this morning.
We're not going to be on live.
We're not going to be on long, so 5-10 minutes. Mm-hmm. Does anybody want to come on and say hi? Talk about RV life, talk about life, talk about anything. Talk about your plans. If you got something you'd like to promote, the StreamYard link is right there. Just click on it and come and join us. Mm-hmm. And we'll wait for you in the
green room. I have a question or a comment. I don't know if anybody a question comment. I don't know if everybody's seen that show. It's called Blue Miracle. It's new on Netflix. It is a movie made, and it's based on a true life event from Cabo San Lucas here. Basically, it is Casa Hogar joined the it was a fishing. What's it called? The fishing tour.
The Bigsby.
The Bigsby. It's like a big
fishing competition, like regatta or whatever. Yeah.
It's huge. I've heard about it. I knew about it. You know,
yeah, I think the prize is like $50,000.
Millions. Try
millions.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So, anyways, what happened was we heard about it. I knew about it. I've seen it. I've seen the shirts, you know, whatever. But we're not fishing people. Like we don't do the deep fishing. So I never really got into it until this movie came out. And now I'm like, you got to watch the movie. It's a true story about what happened. Odile hit. It was devastating. Cabo was devastated. In the movie, it doesn't show half of the destruction that was here. Like it does not give it justice, if that's a word that you would use. But regardless, Casa Hogar won that tournament, that first Bigsby after the devastation, and they needed it so badly. It was definitely a miracle, and the money went towards the orphanage, the boys shelter, the orphanage here in Cabo San Lucas. All the money that they won went into the shelter, and they built a beautiful facility for the boys, which was very needed.
Yes,
because in Odile, it destroyed everything. I mean, everything got destroyed. So just watch it. Yeah. It's a really good show. I mean, they Hollywooded it up. It's not, but they kind of missed the mark on the Odile thing, and they definitely missed the mark on the beginning. Okay, anybody who watches it too, though, in the beginning, it kind of made me angry because they showed a shooting in Cabo.
Which is weird.
Which that never happens.
Like it's rare. And you know,
it's drug related if it did, but it doesn't happen. Like I mean, but anyway.
Like it's a one of, and they have to start the movie with that.
Why do you have to start the movie with that?
Yeah, it's like it makes Mexico dangerous. No. Baja is super safe.
There's so many Americans and Canadians down here. It feels like Canada. It feels like America. It doesn't feel like Mexico most of the time. Yeah. So.
Yeah, people have an impression that Mexico, like there's cartel running around everywhere, and you know that may be true in certain northern cities and border towns. Yeah. You know, definitely that's not what it's about here. This is too isolated. Yeah. There's not much of a drug trade here. There's not many peoples. It's hard to get it in because it is isolated.
Yeah, it's all going to the States.
There's only one. There's only one road into like Baja or ferry. And so there's not that many ways to get it in. So the federales they have checkpoints and all that. So there's really not much of a drug trade here. Yeah. So
but anyway, it's a good movie. Check it out. It's a good feel-good movie because it has a great happy ending where they won the Bigsby, and it was much needed money that they needed for that shelter. They have over 300 boys.
Wow. 300
boys. So they needed the shelter. They needed a new home, a new facility.
Wow.
And they feed that many kids like on the daily. Los Cabos kids, we support them too down here because they.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I kept wondering when we were traveling, like when I was on the road, like traveling salesman, if you want, staying at all these hotels. Tracey would always grab up all the soaps and shampoos, you know, the little shampoos, and I'm going,
what are you doing that for?
Yeah, you know, she had a bag like this big of them. It's like, and she had a lot of them, and then she finally tells me, oh yeah, I'm bringing it down to Cabo for the Lost Boys, you know, it's like for the shelter.
Los Cabos kids.
Los Cabos
kids. They take everything. They take school supplies. They will take donations, of course, because then they can go buy what they need, but for food and stuff. But they'll take the soaps, they'll take the shampoos, they'll take like
clothes, used clothes, even if it's a little tattered or worn, it doesn't matter. They'll take anything.
Yeah, women's clothes, men's clothes, they'll take whatever because they take that to the men. What is it called? We went there 2 years ago. There's a name for I can't remember the name of it exactly, but it's basically a home for the elderly. There's a name.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so we went there. I think it was 2 years ago, and we actually had a little dance
Actually, Cabo Guide, on Cabo Guide's channel, I posted a video there.
Yeah.
I only have like 3 videos on Cabo Guide. One was Glorieta, Cabo Glorieta drone. I don't know why I put it there. And also, this was before Tumbleweed. We went for a day, like an open house at the senior center.
That's it, the senior center.
And I shot some video and I actually uploaded. So
Yeah, they had a dance, so I got to dance with some ladies.
I mean, if you want to find my channel, it's Cabo Guide. Cabo Guide is the channel. To me, it's just a channel where I subscribe to different channels in terms of that's where I get my information, my news, my science updates and things like that. I just happen to upload 3 videos up there.
James, your wife and I will get along just great. Yeah, he says his wife does that too. I know, it's crazy. I had a whole bag of soaps and shampoos and I brought them here and I just left it at the church because at the time that's where we were told to leave it. But now I've got more familiar with who runs everything. So I actually take it to the place where it should go, because if you leave it in front of the church, if the door's not open, anybody will go through it, right? It's right there. But this way, you know for sure that it gets to the kids or it gets to the seniors or wherever you're trying to donate things to. They also bring down leashes and
After the dogs, yeah.
leashes and collars, and then we buy the food here and take it to the shelter for the dogs as well.
Right on. So what are we doing now, Mama? What's happening right now and what's happening this week?
Well, we're packing.
Yeah, so when
We've been packing for the last 3 days.
Yeah, and the second day we rented the car for 2 days. So the first day was to go to the land, and the second day was to start taking stuff that we needed to take out of here,
Right.
that we accumulated, and we did some exploring. That was pretty cool too. But we are ready to getting ready. So we dropped off our laundry with the car on Thursday. We picked it up yesterday.
Yeah.
And then we packed our suitcases. At least I packed my suitcase. I kind of see yours. There's a lot of stuff. I thought we were going to get you down to 1 suitcase.
There's a lot of stuff in this.
She's got 2 big suitcases, and they're full. So I even grabbed the Mexican blankets, the little blankets.
But see, he's
and
forgetting.
Said, no, that's not
He's
coming
forgetting.
home.
We bought stuff for people when we go back home.
Yeah, and the thing is, we come down with a lot of clothes for Manuel. Like he has this basically a whole suitcase full of clothes for him. And then that suitcase, which is supposed to be empty, is now full of stuff that we bought for people to take home. So we're going home with 3 big suitcases, 2 carry-ons, and a purse and a knapsack, a couple of knapsacks. So yeah, we're going to be loaded down.
Yeah.
And of course, like we're traveling with 2 carriers, so I'm not quite sure if because we're American Airlines and it's the same ticket, like it's the same booking number.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that our bags will be booked all the way through to Calgary.
Yes.
Okay.
At least to Calgary. Like, get to Canada, I don't care.
Then that way we don't have to deal with them in Dallas, because we're overnighting in Dallas so that we can get an early flight out of Dallas, same American Airlines, same ticket reservation, to make it in Calgary by noon, not at 6 p.m. or 8 or 9 p.m. so that we can get through customs and all the rigmarole of
Whatever.
the new reality of crossing back into Canada and getting back to Canada and all the things that we have to do.
Questionnaires and all that stuff, yeah.
So we gave ourselves 4.5 hours, and then our flight is at 4 in the afternoon, and we get back to Regina at 5:30 in the afternoon, so that we can then get back to the camper, basically reconnect the battery, hope that it's all good, plug it in, and open the slides, and we're home.
And that'll be our home for
14 days.
2 weeks. So yes, Susan, we do have to quarantine when we get home. Oh. Aw.
Mago, do we
know you?
Do we know you? Are you on the VIP list? If you're not, let's put you on.
We need to put you on the VIP list.
But let's just check, because our memories aren't very good.
Well, like, again, I will say, I had a really good lemon.
Yes, we do.
We didn't get the names though. We didn't get your names.
Yeah, I couldn't find you on YouTube, so I couldn't find a link for you. But we don't know what your name is. So
yeah.
If you want to let us know that, We'll update the VIP list, which we'll show you right here. See, you are there.
You're there.
You are there.
But we just have no name for you.
Yes, we don't know.
And we don't even have your link.
No, I looked for it. So probably non-content creator.
Oh, non-content. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that is cool. Well, thank you so much
Sweet.
for joining us again. We're just wrapping up the second hour.
Yeah, just talking about what we've been doing this week. It's been very busy because we've been rushing to get things done.
Well, not rushing.
Well, I feel rushed because I want to, we've been here for like
7 months.
Right? But there's still things that I haven't seen. So I was like, I want to see this restaurant. I want to see that restaurant. Hey, Papa.
Pants optional.
No, he's in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, he might not have them.
Yeah, pants. It's hot, man. It's like pants optional.
How is the place there, Papa? I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh. Things are opening up here in BC now after the province creating
sorry. Yeah. Quarantine zone in the province. I don't know. Yeah.
It's zoned. I remember BC being zoned. Yeah,
I remember because we expect it to still be open by September if we need to ship our camper. There's an outfit in Surrey.
Oh, where they're not wearing masks even in the grocery store?
Yeah, people had enough basically.
No, but I didn't know that they.
Yeah. And a lot of the businesses were just enforcing it because it was.
Oh, that's why.
Where?
That's why. Yeah, I remember that now. It's a small town.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of the towns can just do what they want to do.
Thank God.
Some towns actually have some reason, some common sense. But
honestly, I mean, well, here it's okay. If you know all the stats, it's hot here. We get a lot of vitamin D. We're out in it. We're out breathing fresh air. It is great.
Yeah, in Florida.
In Florida.
There you go.
Because Florida's open.
Oh, cool. We'll look forward.
It all. Perfect.
We'll look forward to that.
I will look forward to that. Yes.
So just to wrap up, we're kind of getting closer. The last 5 minutes. So we do have. So many clicks. So if we look over here, so in our queue, we do have some content that is coming. So we have the cemetery walkthrough in Cabo, and then we went to the land and Cerritos Beach again, but we did a quick land tour.
Yep.
And then we drove around the second day. We drove around and we took some drone footage from the hill, the towers.
The towers. They have some.
The cell towers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I always wanted to go up that hill because they said that it's a great place to walk dogs. And it is fantastic.
It was like, going with a rental car. It was pretty rough road, but we made it up.
We're bare, like this is the way you're going up the hill, and you're trying to avoid rocks.
and in one of these, I think, is it the cemetery? Oh yeah, see, there's stuff happening there where you're seeing my big old teeth. So there's going to be some sub videos in there. So we got at least 4 videos, maybe 5 out of these 3 folders. And that will take us into the end of June. And so July 1st, I think it's official now. Is it official? Hopefully I can get all the rebranding done. It started. We're going to launch. We're going to be back in the camper and we'll be launching season 5. Season 5!
Season 5. Woo! Oh, he's going to a white sandy beach today. Well, that is awesome.
Well, our white sandy beach is right outside there.
Well, you can see in the video.
Right. Sorry.
Beside us.
Right there. See, up there and down past the great building. There's our sandy beach. No, that way. That way. Opposite. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So we put out one video. So our target is every Friday. That's been a comfortable pace. We were trying to do 2 and 3 videos a week, and it's just too much. We prefer to do up to the minute live updates through these Saturday morning lives.
It's a lot easier.
And so, our motto with our channel is we find you the best we spend time scouring the internet, and we bring you the best of what we find, right, in our research. So instead of doing videos to recreate what somebody's already done, we just go look for the best out there, and then we bring you the video of the week feature.
Right. That's why it's part of
It's part of
Top 7.
Yeah, so it's part. That's kind of like our live stream. So we really focus more on our live streams now, and one video a week. So every Friday morning at 5 a.m. Mountain Time, we put out a video. So so that's what is going to be happening in the next few weeks, and hopefully you'll like our season 6. But we got some really interesting stuff to hand the Cabo series. Season 4.
Yeah, Paul and Randy. This is how sad this is. The beach is literally right there. Like, we're looking at it. You guys are seeing it. This is from our balcony. We have been to that beach, I can say,
2 times.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah.
Down. See where the gray building is? Right to the right of it. You see that little white spot where the beach is? That's our spot. There's nobody there, and we went twice. The problem is, well,
3 times.
3 times. I go in up to my knees and I splash, but there's a little bit of a current there. It's just, I'm sure you could bob around at the right time as the tide is just finished coming in and before it goes out.
Yeah, we've been to Cerritos more.
But it pulls a little bit, you know. It's like if you're up to your ankles and the wave comes in, you can really feel the water rush out.
Cerritos is like 45 minutes away. Yeah, about 45 minutes away, and we've been there more.
Okay,
because you can swim there.
So Captain Jack is on next. He's on in 1 minute. Let's go raid Captain Jack. Check us out every Saturday. We will be back next Saturday. We hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Great, 8 people in the room. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up before you go. Check in the description. In a few minutes, I will update the description with all the links that we talked about. There's some great stuff there. Go check out the description after we end the live here. Okay, let's go raid Captain Jack. All right, guys.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
We'll catch you on the next one.
She's an architect by background.
I know we're being so did a little early preparation here today. The last 2 days seems like the internet has been just not